Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to make a video about being an influencer, being a content creator, what it takes, what I've learned. I've done this for 2.5 years. I quit my job in retail. I left everything behind and jumped full in to content creation, and honestly never looked back and never regretted a day in my life. I am posting as much as I can and not doing a very good job at it. I need to stop being so hard on myself. I literally spent probably 2 hours trying to figure out where I was gonna put my camera to film this, and then I didn't know what to wear. I did not know what to wear. And do you see what I'm in now? A t-shirt and sweatpants. Like, I need to stop being so annoying and hard on myself. So anyway, hi, if you're new here, my name is Chelsea. I post on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm mainly posting about home stuff, DIY stuff, unboxings, decorating my home, affordable furniture. And on here, I want it to be more raw. I want it to be more you and I, we're hanging out. It's not scripted, it's authentic, okay? Like, I am sick and tired of not knowing where to put my camera to film a video. Like, also I am still drinking out of my Halloween cup. To change a water bottle means I have to change my personality, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Anyway, I started filming this already and I literally hit the stop button and I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this today. I am not doing this. And I'm like, why? This is what happens when you're your own boss, okay? Like, shit gets hard. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. So basically, I have been doing content creation for about 2.5 years now, I wanna say. 2.5 years, going on 3. Like, that is a long time. That's probably the longest time I've worked at a job. I'd have to fact check that, but your girl liked to hop around. I hated working. And I honestly knew that there was something bigger and better for me than working for someone, which is why I work for me, and I love that for me. I was like 12 years old and I was watching like people start their own businesses and say that like, you don't need to go to college, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. And at like literally the ripe age, not even a teenager yet, I'm like, I don't need to go to college. I don't even need to finish high school, because you know what? I don't need that shit. I'm gonna be my own boss. I did end up finishing high school. I did end up going to college. Just gonna clear the air now. I did. I personally wouldn't say I needed to go to college, if you know what I mean. I essentially got into content creation because I used to start all of these stores, like drop shipping stores. I really wanted a successful drop shipping store. If you know what drop shipping is, great. If you don't, basically it's when you set up a store, you sell products and say they're coming from another country, from China per se. Basically, if someone buys the product on your website, China ships it and sends it right to the seller, and you just have the website. So you don't do any of the packing and shipping and anything. I only wanted to be successful at that because it was a way for me to make money and work for myself. And so I was actually in the process of starting a drop shipping store, and I came across UGC. I learned what UGC was. I actually found on TikTok at the time, people were talking about UGC. They were talking about how they're making so much money, making ads for brands. They didn't need a following, this and that. And I was like, wait a second, I can make UGC for my company that I was trying to start. So I made UGC ads for my business that I was trying to start. And essentially that business never did any good at all, but I used all the videos that I made for that business on a portfolio and essentially got on UGC Twitter and just started building up my portfolio and followers on Twitter and gaining my clients, literally. And it's all history from there. And then I ended up coaching on UGC, and then I ended up doing Airbnb UGC, and then I was coaching on that, and then I went to content creation, influencing, and essentially that's what I do now. So I kind of have done so many different things in social media, and all to say, I learned so much from the brand side, from the influencer side, from the content creator side. I've learned so much, and that's kind of why I'm here today. I kind of want to tell you guys like what I've learned and things, not that I wish I knew. I hate when people say that, because it's like, oh, I wish I knew this before I started content creation, but it's like, I don't want to clickbait you guys. I don't want to say that, and like, when I hear that, I'm almost like, dang, maybe I shouldn't be doing that thing because, oh, they wish they knew this before they started. I personally just take it negatively, but I know it's maybe not. So essentially, I just want to tell you the things that I've learned and just a reality check of what it's like doing content creation, working for yourself, being an influencer, having a management company, all these things, because whether you want to do this yourself or you've always been interested, or essentially you just want motivation and like you want to learn more about this. I know when I first started this, I wish I found videos like this, and I honestly liked hearing about what people did in, you know, this job, because if you think about it, like posting videos and getting paid to make videos, it's crazy when you think about it. Like it's a really crazy job to have, and it's a really privileged job to have. I know a lot of people wish and want it so bad. I feel so grateful every single day that this is my job and I was able to make this happen, and I feel successful in what I do and confident in what I do. So I'm here to motivate you and just tell you a little bit about what I've learned, because not that I wish that I knew these things, but I wish that I had more videos like this when I was first starting. How do you get started? You know what I'm saying? Like, we all want to make money, but the way you make the most money is by actually loving what you're doing. So one of the biggest things that I've learned like through my whole journey is that I am a workaholic, my friends. Like, I feel like I need a little bit of therapy because I just like always want to work. I always want to make more money. I always want to do the best for my business rather than like my mental health. And I really think that that's something that makes an entrepreneur successful, I've realized. Like, being able to put yourself after your business, put yourself after your job is something that's really mentally hard to do. And I find that that's what made me so successful so fast. Like, a lot of people ask me like, how are you making so much money? Or how are you gaining so many followers? Or how did you do this? How did you do that? And it's honestly because I am working 24/7. Like, if I'm not sleeping, I am working. And you really need to love and cherish and want to grow in this job if you want to be successful at it. I do want to clarify, this is just me personally. Like, this is what I've experienced. This isn't for everyone. Like, there are some people that are able to put themselves before their business. There are some people out there that are able to be successful and be able to have that work-life balance. But like, I am not one of those. You have to really want to make that money, want to put in that work, want to see the results, not just wanting the results and not putting in the work, if that makes sense. So I am just someone that if I even put in the bare minimum of work, I won't sleep well that night. Like, that's how crazy I am. So that is something that I've honestly just recently learned, like a few days ago, which is why I honestly wanted to make this video, because this isn't a job, like content creation, influencing, like this isn't a job where you can just show up, post a video or two a day and get paid. Like, there's a lot of strategy. There's a lot of just mental and physical shit that goes into this. That's not just, like I said, creating a video and posting it. Say, like, for example, when I am on vacation, I'm literally thinking about videos I'm gonna post. I'm thinking about content. I'm thinking about what clients I have. I'm thinking about the emails I need to get back to or people that I want to reach out to work with. We're buying a house right now, and I'm thinking about, okay, what are all the brands I wanna work with, and why do I wanna work with them, and what should I pitch to them, and what would I do with their products, and how much should I charge? Like, there are so many things that go into this every single day that it's not just like I film, I edit, I post, and I move on. So that is something, like, that was a huge learning moment for me, that your girl needs therapy. Your girl needs therapy. But in a good way, in a good way. I've also learned that if you really want to do social media as your job and do this full time, you need to love it. Like, you need to love the shit out of it. The shit out of it. You're gonna deal with clients, you're gonna deal with people that piss you off, you just don't want to work with, you don't want to do, or you just want to get the money out of it. Like, you essentially need to put the client or your business before yourself, like 100%. Now, kind of piggybacking off of that, when you work for yourself, essentially you don't have an on and off switch. When you are working a 9 to 5 per se, or you're working Monday through Friday, once you leave your job, most of the time, like 99% of the time, you don't really have to think about work anymore until you go back in the next day. That all goes away when you start working for yourself. Not just social media, just in general. When you start working for yourself, I don't know the exact saying, but essentially it's like, oh, you went from working a 40-hour work week to like 24/7, or went from working 9 to 5 to like 24/7, like literally a 24/7. It's really hard to switch that brain off. And that's something that can be really mentally taxing for people. Like I have seen a lot of creators, they wanted to go back to like a normal job because like they just wanted that off switch. Like they want to spend time with their family. They want to be able to go on vacation and not have to worry about like clients, posting, deadlines, all the things. It just really takes a certain type of person to be able to do that. Like sometimes I feel a little mentally ill because I'm like, what the heck? I can't shut it off, and it sucks sometimes. But at the end of the day, like the reward, it's like so rewarding when all of your hard work pays off, because it does, it really does. And I just think that goes hand in hand with being an entrepreneur. You look at these people that are entrepreneurs out there that have their own businesses, like that's their baby. Like my business that I've built for myself is my baby. You can't take that away from me. And if you do, I will not, I don't know if I would be okay. I wouldn't be okay. Thinking about it scares me. Like sometimes I think like, oh, 10 years from now, 15, 20 years from now, like when I have kids and a family, what am I gonna do? Like that's scary to think about, because I don't know, like maybe will I still be doing this? Will I not be? Like these are all scary questions, because where I am right now, like I feel like I would be doing this for my entire life if I could, but that's just not realistic. Kind of getting off track here. When you're an entrepreneur, you essentially have to put, you know, your business before yourself, and that's just the way that it is. And that's why you really need to love what you're doing. If you want to do social media full time, you need to love social media. You need to love it so much. You need to want the outcome so much that you will do anything it takes to get there. And I don't know, that's just the reality of it, my friends. This whole video is made from the realization that I literally just had the other day of like, I feel like I am crazy. I am a workaholic. Like I am constantly trying to figure out what more to add to my plate, what other clients I want to take on, what more I could do in a day. I hope some of the things I just said didn't scare you, because I am not trying to scare you away. Like I said, I want to chit chat with you and tell you about how I feel and my realizations, because we're besties here, okay? But to move on to a little bit of nicer things, I have to say, I didn't realize how much influencers, content creators were getting paid until doing this. Like it's actually bizarre to me the amount of money that companies have to pay influencers to promote their product, promote their brand. And I always knew that, like, you know, like Alex Earl, the big influencers, Emily Kaiser, Avery Woods, like the big influencers, like yes, they're making so much money. It's unbelievable to even think about. But when you like really start to get into this field and get clients and grow your following, grow your engagement, and just grow, it's like a huge shock. You can make so much money in social media, like an insane amount of money. And it doesn't just have to be influencing. You can do UGC, you can do social media management, you can do influencer management. You can create your own company and have influencers promote your product. Like there are so many different aspects of social media that's not just being an influencer. It's not just making videos. There's literally a job for everyone. Honestly, there's a job for everyone. And the longer that social media is here, the more opportunity there is. Like there's so many apps to make money on. There's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's YouTube, there's Snapchat, there's Lemonade. Like there's so many apps out there to make money on. And I'm not even naming all of them. There's Amazon even. Like you can make money on Amazon. LTK. There's so many apps that you don't just have to make videos or have followers to like make money on. Now, yes, the followers, it helps, it does, but it's like, if you truly love this, eventually you'll gain the following, and then you're just gonna make a shit ton of money doing what you love. Like, if you honestly wanna do social media, do it. Like, I don't know how to tell you to do it, because everyone else's journey is different. Do it. Freaking do it. I can't even say that enough. There's so much money to be made. You're never late to the game. There's always going to be new apps. Social media is only getting bigger. Social media is only running our world more and more. Tech is only getting more advanced. There's always going to be a spot for somebody to make money. 100% will always be a spot for you, and a spot for me, and a spot for all of us that do content creation. Something else I would say about content creation that can be a little bit scary when you just like quit your job and do this full time, like I did myself. It can be scary and hard because you never know how much money you're going to make every single month. Now, obviously, like if you have social media client or social media management clients, or an ongoing partnership where you sign contracts and you're working with them for X amount of months, then you have guaranteed X amount of dollars you're going to be making every single month. But not every single month is like that. Like me personally, I probably have like 3 or 4 ongoing partnerships every single month, which is a lot. It is a good amount. I 100% believe that like that's amazing, and that's honestly hard to do. But when you're first starting out or doing this, it can be really scary to not have money saved or not invest your money properly or just not be smart with your money, because you never know what tomorrow's gonna hold. You never know what the next month is gonna be. Like one month you can make $2,000, one month you can make $20,000, one month you can make $200. Like you just never know how much money you're going to actually be making. So something that I did in the beginning, and even to this day still stick by 100%, is to have your eggs in so many different baskets. And the easiest way to do this is to be a crazy person. No, not literally, but it's to just do so many different things. Like I said before, I was doing UGC, influencing, coaching, Airbnb, like I was doing so many things. So I was able to have my eggs in a lot of baskets. That way, if one basket wasn't making a lot of money that month, then another basket was kind of making up for that. And if they were all doing really good, then I was a super happy clam. But with that being said, since the day I started doing content creation, like I was always saving my money. Even with taxes, like you never know. In the beginning, it's really scary. If you don't have a CPA, it's really scary. I didn't have one, now I do, but it was really scary. I owed a lot of money at the end of the year. I didn't know what I was doing, but I saved as much as I could. I obviously paid my bills, and then majority of my money just went into savings. And now we own 2 homes. Like I invested in real estate because I know, like, say I lose my job, like I have houses that I could sell. Just being smart with your money, saving your money in a sense of like saving as much as you can, investing as much as you can. If you're doing this, that's the smartest way to not know what you're going to be making next month. That's the smartest way to run a business if you work for yourself. Like invest your money properly, save your money properly, and then you won't necessarily have to worry about what next month is gonna look like. However, for me, I'm always worrying about what next month is going to look like. In all honesty, I just don't think it's possible to worry about what your next month is going to be like. Like how do you survive? Me personally, I'm always worried about what I'm going to be making, even though I do have money saved. So that is something that's a little bit hard too. Like if you are a very stressed or anxious person, that can be hard to kind of get a balance of and get used to, but therapy always helps. We all need therapy. Therapy's good. I feel like everyone I know is trying to find a therapist, but like can't, or like puts it on the back burner. If you're trying to find a therapist and also put it on the back burner, let me know. Or if you have one and have some positive encouragement, let me know. So for me personally, when I wanted to do content creation and I wanted to do this full time, the thing that worked for me was honestly doing things that you didn't want to necessarily do, if that makes sense. Like I was doing UGC and taking the lowest amount of money that I could, because why not? At the end of the day, I was taking $75 per video. Sometimes I was taking like $50 per video, because I'm like, at the end of the day, I was not making a lot at my full-time job. If I could make money making videos, that was honestly all that mattered for me. And I feel like that's how I was able to kind of grow so fastly and learn so quick and just grow my portfolio so fast, work with so many clients, and make as much money as possible in the beginning when I had no experience, because I was literally getting paid $50 for a video, $75 for a video. I recommend that to everyone. Every single person that I've coached, every single person that I've talked to that wants to do this, I literally say, do it for free. Like, charge nothing, charge $50, charge $75. Because at the end of the day, you're learning how to do social media. You're learning how to create an advertisement. You're learning the ropes of the social media content creation world, that charging little to nothing is only benefiting you. It's like, I don't know why you wouldn't want to do that. Like, you know, people get paid $250, $350, $500 for a video, $1,000, $2,000 to post on their social channels. But if you're even getting offered anything in the beginning, to me, that's a win. And that's kind of how I took my entire journey of like, anything is a win. If it means I'm getting paid even the slightest amount, if it means I'm even growing, learning, growing my portfolio, growing my client base, like anything is a win. And I feel like that's how you have to go into this whole job, is like, anything is a win. That's my mantra. honestly, anything's a win. If I had to give anyone advice for doing social media or just being successful at it and growing and doing all the things that you want to do, it's like, do it all until you find the thing that you love. I've done so many things and I found what I love, and it's creating content out of my home, making friends with you guys, chatting with you guys, talking about my journey, helping you guys get to where you want to be, and doing affiliate marketing. Like, I just love posting about what I love without feeling like I have to push it or sell it to anybody. That's not ever what I want to do. I just love home stuff. I love aesthetics. I love posting unboxings, new furniture, affordable furniture. I love affordable things. And essentially all I started doing was unboxing things, showing my affordable furniture. And I'm always learning. I'm always growing. There's always things that need to be learned. There's always new things that are coming up. And like I said, the biggest piece of advice that I have is do it all until you find the thing you love, and anything is a win. I know for me personally, I just knew that I wanted to be my own boss. I knew I wanted to not have to work for anybody anymore. And so anything that I did that earned me money was a win to me. Like, I was happy with it. I don't know if you learned anything from this. I don't know if this was even beneficial. Maybe it was just me needing to rant because of that thing that I found out the other day of, like, I am a little bit crazy. I am a little bit of a workaholic, and I'm not mad about it. Sometimes being crazy isn't all that bad. But I do just want to put out there, like, social media isn't easy. If you want to do this as a job, it's not going to be the easiest job on the face of the planet. It takes a lot of work, and it takes a love for it. It takes you really, really wanting it and putting your business before yourself for quite a long time until you can get there. It's going to be worth it. But I'm super grateful for each and every one of you that, like, come and support me and show up and comment on my things and send me messages. Like, it truly means the world to me. Like, I literally love you guys. I love just connecting with you guys through social media. I feel like we're best friends. A lot of you that I talk to, I just love feeling like I'm empowering people and motivating people and able to help in any way that I can. So I really hope that you enjoyed sitting here listening to me vent and talk about just, like, social media and content creation. I don't know if this was informal at all. I'll probably be watching this and editing it, and I'm like, why did I even make that video? But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in the next one.